Welcome back to the channel and to even more WWE 2K22 coverage. So if you missed today's earlier videos, be sure to check them out, both will be linked in the description of this one. In this video we're going to be going over a couple of bits of bonus info. We have got some bonus screenshots, we are doing a quick recap of the additions on the PlayStation Store, and also covering a thing or two that you might have missed in that new trailer. So let's kick this off with a little look at 2K22 on the PlayStation Store. Now we did do a rundown of each version and what you get in full already, but here it is again, this time all on screen in a nice and simple layout as a quick recap. It is worth noting that the Mysterio DLC pack is listed here as new gen only. Another interesting bit of info on the store is that the confirmation of some form of inclusion of NXT UK. Now that brand was featured in 2K20 within Arena, but this year it looks like it might be featured a little more, as it is featured as one of the brands you can select as general manager in the new MyGM mode. One other thing to note is that the listing also confirms the game is playable with 8 players total online. But without doubt the biggest thing from the listing is the bunch of brand new screenshots that we're going to take a look at now. So we've got this one of Randy Orton doing his entrance. Shayna Baszler doing looks like it could be a taunt. This one for Nakamura doing his entrance. Then we have got a shot of The Rock, who is looking awesome this year. Likewise with John Cena, who has also seen some upgrades. Then we have got Asuka, Macho Man Randy Savage, who to be fair looks mostly the same as 2K20. There is Kevin Owens battling Rey Mysterio, both of which will have had some updates. Nakamura again, this time with a high boot to Rollins in the corner. Note the different attire from the previous shot. I would say either the other was replaced by this attire, or maybe some superstars just have more than one attire. We have then got this screenshot for Bobby Lashley. This one for Roman Reigns that I think we've seen already. Then lastly, this one for Sheamus, who of course is fully updated with current look. All in all there, I would say visually some pretty impressive stuff. Lastly in the video, a few things now that you might have missed from today's brand new trailer. Now we just touched on potential multiple attires for Nakamura, and that is the same for Seth Rollins. As in one of the previous trailers, he had this attire, which is a different one that we saw today, which could potentially have been overlooked. Speaking of attires, you might remember this attire for Kane from some previous footage that you most likely already know was wrong. But that has now been fixed and Kane's attire is now as it should be. Now you probably know that Greg Hamilton is no longer with the WWE, having parted ways last year. But what you might have missed was that there was actually a little glimpse of Greg Hamilton in today's trailer, which points towards him still being featured as the announcer in 2K22. Now the last thing you might have missed, which is fairly likely as it was only viewable on specific sizes of video, was this little bit of extra info on the MyGM screen. Now we can't see the one for Adam Pearce or Stephanie, but we can see that for Sonya Deville it says a Superstars GM, whereas on the one for Shane it says Coast to Coast. Now these could simply be little nicknames for the general managers, or this could point towards potential advantages for each GM over another. For example, it is possible that Deville is on better terms with superstars, so maybe contracts are easier to agree. Whereas for Shane, it could mean he has got a bigger worldwide or national appeal, therefore coast to coast. Whilst we can't see exactly what it says for Stephanie, we can at least see the logo, which looks like 2 times cash. So maybe you'll have double the money to spend when selecting Stephanie as your general manager. Again, this could all be nothing and simply just nicknames and logos, but still something interesting to consider and something you might have missed. As always, share me your thoughts on the video in the comments section down below. Stay tuned for more like this coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.